The ATL is no stranger to extravagant concerts and shows. And based on the light show we've got going right now, things are heating up in Hotlanta tonight. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Demon Deacons will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Georgia Tech's offense will get the first swing of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give on the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw at Stockton. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Maddox. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So Wake Forest offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
Now, he was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football.
Turning it on! Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Going to the run, it's Clark. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for space, it's Alexander. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. To throw, it's Stockton. A strike downfield. Creates a little room. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wide receiver. Unloads quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Johnson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Caught near the sticks. It's Mays. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Demon Deacons will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacs.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, You know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. He tries to take the top off. He's got it! And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Allen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Motion from the back. Back to pass. Part of the backfield. It's Alexander. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Wants to throw it. The quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Got it on the outside. It's Taylor. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Taylor. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Leaves him with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Field goal is good. And they go back on top.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. RPO complete to open the drive. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Demon Deacons have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
On the run, it's Clark. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that 2nd down, the quarterback had nowhere to go with it. Defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free,
it breaks into the open. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
And the Demon Deacons didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Demon Deacons looking to convert on fourth down.
Such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on fourth down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Stockton. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pad.
He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off-play action on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Pulls it in, it's Taylor. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Makes him drop to the hand. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Grab behind the line. It's Mays. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Fires to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Using his legs, it's Clark. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game, and they've been trying to make the adjustments on the sideline and in the locker room, and finally they're able to get to him. And they did it because all 11 guys were on the same page. It wasn't just one guy trying to be a hero and get out of his gap. Everybody did their job, and they got him down for a big loss on that sack.
I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? Man, you find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude, keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wake.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Grab behind the line, it's Allen. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now.
Got enough space. And he'll finish the ride at the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Here's the pressure. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Leaves it with the running back.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out in the flat right there. He slips them out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I'll tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
They get to him as he throws. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rodgers. Turns it on in midfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking downfield on first down. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense starts deep in a hole. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Looking to fire. He'll heave it deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Complete on 3rd down. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He's at the sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. Off to the races to the right. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll start the return inside the spot. And the returner will be brought down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Maddox. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got it behind the line. It's Mays. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Stockton. Plucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. Grab behind the line. It's Alexander. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the 1st down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Taylor. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires on the move. Finds a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the 1st down at the 31. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes a grab past the marker. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Makes the grab. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
touchdown pass, giving his offense the lead here with just seconds to go in the game.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. The give. He'll be stopped short. Still a one-point game here in the fourth. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. He'll bring it out. It's Mays. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.